So, okay, Damiel is going to walk around to the other side of the pleasure barge, see what conversations he can get into, and what happens here. He runs into a stained glass elemental. Holy crap. That is an interesting thing to find yourself rubbing elbows with on a pleasure barge. Check to acquire is Charisma, Survival, or Arcane. Well, he's got a D4 plus 1 Charisma. That's not going to get him 9. Survival, I don't think he has Survival. And he does not have Arcane. So he's about to get stabbed in the back by the stained glass elemental. I don't believe that your allies are allowed to help you acquire, can like make an attempt to acquire a boon. I think they can only... That's how I'm going to play it. I'll have to look that up later. I don't want to slow things down now by looking that up. Let's see. So it's Damiel. This is all him. He's going to have to do this. It's a charisma check. Craft skill, that only helps combat checks. Blessing of Maat. I could still bring this into play. I don't know if that's going to help at all, though. Oh, it could. It could if I roll a 4. If I roll a 4, it could help me get what I need. No, it does not help with charisma. Gosh. What do we got here? No, that's not going to help. On your charisma or diplomacy, that's not going to help. It's not a barrier. Your intelligence or wisdom, no. Yeah. Predictably, Ezrin has nothing that can help. This magic carpet can help you avoid a bane, but an ally isn't a bane. It just feels like a bane because if I don't acquire it, I'm going to get poisoned. Okay, so Damiel's just going to do his best. He's just going to do his best. Did I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, I must have. Okay. Wanted to make sure that I got rid of the card or recharged the card I was supposed to. Here we go. Need a 4. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe it. So, I'm playing the Blessing of Maat. Now I'm suddenly wondering if I played this earlier and just forgot to discard it. Oh well. If I cheated, I cheated. Okay, so, great. I mean, not so great because he has to discard it. That still sucks. But at least he acquires this guy. And, wait, did I acquire it? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. D4 plus 1, 5. It only adds 3. It only adds 3 and I need a 9. Why did I think that that would actually be able to get me what I needed to have? 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Dang it. Dang it. Okay, so never mind. I should have tried replacing it with a D8. Oh well, or at least I'm not discarding something, but I'm getting freaking poisoned. That's a... Is it a 1d4? At this location, 1d4 poison damage. Jeez. Rolled a 2. So... Okay, well I can discard this now to reduce damage dealt to me by 2, which means I don't have to deal with the scourge of poisoning. So there's that at least. And the stained glass elemental, who didn't make sense for me to be trying to have a conversation with anyway, moves on with his life and I move on with mine. Ugh. Alright, so let's reset my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need 2 more cards. 5, 6. One of them gets randomly recharged. I lose a blessing. Well, it'll come back around. And that's the end of Damiel's turn. Alright. What are we going to do here? Elder asked. Let's find out. Hey! This is identical to the blessing that Damiel just lost. So let's see. Discard this card to add 1 die to a check. Bury this card to add 2 dice to a check to defeat a monster. So this is a nice one to have. Intelligence, Arcane, Divine. Oh, he can almost certainly get this. He won't be able to keep it because it has the divine ability. He won't be able to keep it after this game for the next scenario, but he'll be able to have it in his deck for now. Gosh, it would be nice. Well, it'd be nice to have in my hand to help Damiel out. He is just... Damiel's not doing well. Damiel is not doing well. I might have to start skipping some of his turns if I feel like I have the time. You know what? Maybe we should head on over to that ruined temple and just hope that we can defeat the boss. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, well, let's acquire this for now. His arcane skill is D12 plus 3. So pretty good chance that he's going to get this. Yeah. Alright, so that's in his hand. And, gosh, should I use... Maybe I'll use Basif Yosep. I have to lose a card anyway. I have more than my max. So let's actually discard my ally here to explore the location again. And, oh, it's a blessing. Okay. Check to acquire Divine 6, which he can't do, or Constitution Fortitude 10. Which he can't do either. So he's just going to fail to acquire this. But that doesn't hurt him. It's not an ally. He just doesn't get it. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should we stay here? Should we stay here? How many cards are left about? 4 cards left. 4 cards left. And how many are left in... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His... Damiel's hand size is 6, and so if he gets hurt bad enough, he will die because he won't be able to fill up his hand. Is it time to move on? I would just hate to go to the ruined temple and get all the way to the bottom and what's-her-face to escape. Because that, if that happened, it would be game over. If I go this route, I feel like I might lose Damiel, but maybe Ezrin could win the day by himself. On the other hand, if I go to the ruined temple and she does escape, there's only 4 cards left in here. And so I would be able to find her pretty quickly. I think we're going to make our move to the ruined temple. I think we're going to make our move to the ruined temple. So, Ezrin can't move there yet. He's just finishing up his turn. So let's finish up his turn, reset his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's good. Now Damiel's turn. First thing he'll do is move to the ruined temple. Let's remind myself of the special rules here. When you play a card that has the divine trait, bury it. Jeez. Seems kind of brutal. When closing, bury a blessing. So I need to have a blessing in reserve. Well, no, because I'm going to fight the villain. And if I lose, I can't close the location, and if I win, I'll automatically close it. I won't even have to do this. When permanently closed, on closing, you may banish a card that has the curse trait next to the deck of a character at this location, or draw a blessing from the box. That's cool. Okay, so nothing really to worry about except for if you play a card that has the divine trait, bury it. That sucks. I assume that its effects will still play out, but because it says when you play, well, it says when you play, not after you play. No, I'm going to assume that it means after the card has its effects, then you bury it. Because otherwise I feel like they would say, instead of playing a card that has the divine trait, bury it. Alright. Okay, so Damiel, do we want to explore? Do we want to explore? I don't know. I don't know, Damiel. I don't know. Let's see. If I got into a bind... I'm just nervous now of running into something that's immune to poison, because that is really his thing. That's maybe a reason to get rid of one of these noxious bombs the next chance I have and swap it out for something like another acid thing. Or maybe I've just been running into... I don't know what the odds really are of me running into creatures immune to poison versus creatures immune to acid. So I don't think it would be against the rules for me to, go through the deck and look, but... Let's bide your time. Let's wait. I think we've got enough time. Let's not make use of an exploration this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got a hand size of 6. Why do I only have 5? Oh, that's because of the reset thing. Okay. So, yeah, so we'll end the turn. We'll reset our hand, draw a card. Now one of these is going to be randomly, what do you call it? Recharged. P-A-E-T-E-R. Let's add my middle name. S-E-T-H. A little bit of trivia there for you. What did we lose? Black Kiss. Okay, so she just goes to the bottom of my deck. All right. Well, we are moving that healing potion up, little by little. So I don't mind that. But that's the end of Damiel's turn. Now we're back over to Ezran/Elderast, who is going to move over to the ruined temple and explore. What are we going to find creeping around in this dusty old place? We're going to run into a Death Hound first. 2 combat checks, 7 and then 7 again. If the results of both checks to defeat are greater than 11, you may banish a scourge displayed next to your deck. Well, that's cool. If not, suffer the scourge curse of vulnerability. So I need to... Man, they're really asking for a sweet spot. To avoid the problem of this card, I need to get over an 11. To avoid Voices of the Spire, I need to be under 20. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Alright, after you act, succeed at a Constitution or Fortitude 8 check, or discard a card. Oh, jeez, this sucks. This sucks. Okay, so either way, win or lose... Constitution Fortitude? He's almost certainly... He's got a D8 for that, so he's almost certainly going to be discarding a card. Alright, well, that's not too bad for Ezran. Let's see what we have for these 2 checks here. That can do well, but not overkill. Alright, looks like I have... Let's see, what's this? For your combat check, reveal this card, the Spear of the Watchful Guardian, to use your strength or melee skill plus 1d6 plus 1. You may additionally recharge this card to add 1d6. If you would fail this check, you may discard this card to re-roll the dice. Take the new result. So this is a great card, actually. I mean, he's not a melee guy, but all I have to do is reveal it and recharge it. I mean, so let me start assembling my dice here and get a sense of this. Now, my strength is crap. It's going to be strength or melee. It's going to have to be strength. I mean, he doesn't have the melee ability, so that's a d4. Plus 1d6 plus 1. So it's this plus 1 so far. You may additionally recharge this card, which I will, to add 1d6. So I have to get an 11 out of this plus 1. Which I think is very possible. And if you would fail this check, you may discard this card to re-roll the dice and take the new result. I think I can do both that and the recharge thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to say that I can. That's probably cheating. But that's what I want to do, and I'm playing solo. So nobody's going to stop me. One of the great advantages to playing games solo is you're just playing with your toys. Unless you're in it for some strange pursuit of establishing your self-worth through your skill at games about wizards and monsters, then there shouldn't be a problem with doing what you want to do. Here we go. Wow. That's a great roll. And did I avoid overkill? Let's see here. 17, no. That is the sweet spot, baby. Yeah. Now, that's just the first roll. But it was a reveal, remember? So I can use this again, actually. I can do that whole thing again. Now, that was an awesome roll. I mean, that was the sweet spot roll is a 17. I don't know if I can do that again. But I didn't have to use that that reroll thing, which I might take advantage of the second time around. So, let's see what we can do here. Oh, that was significantly worse, so I think I am looking at a reroll here. Yeah. 4 plus 1 is 5. It's not too far shy, but it is definitely shy. Okay, this ought to do it. Yep. But I don't think I hit the 11 that I needed to hit. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So I have to suffer the Scourge Curse of Vulnerability. Oh, but that's cool. Look at this. Look at this. So I'm about to put... I can't suffer it twice. If you already have Curse of Vulnerability displayed, banish this card. So I would just take one out, put it down, and then banish the one that was there before. So, great, actually. Great. But I do have to discard the Spear of the Watchful Guardian. That was cool. I need to remember that that's better than I think it is at a glance. So that takes care of the Death Hound, but after you act, succeed at a Constitution or Fortitude 8 check or discard a card. Do I have anything that can help me? I don't want to get rid of my Blessing. Constitution, Fortitude. It's going to be a Constitution check. I don't think I do. What's this? No. Yeah, nope. Nope. Okay, so I'm just pretty much almost certainly going to fail at this. Constitution, that's a D8, and I have to get an 8 in order to succeed at this. Good gravy. Oh my gosh! Unfreaking believable! Yeah! Oh! Wowzer. Wowzer. Okay. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to move on with life and be grateful. So that's the end of Ezran's turn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to draw one more card to reset. 7. Hand of the Guilty Man. Bury this card to allow a character at your location to banish a displayed card that has the Curse trait. Cool. After playing this card, you may succeed at a Wisdom or Divine 8 check to recharge this card instead. That's probably not going to happen. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Back to Damiel. Now, Damiel, I think, at this point, is willing with Ezran at his side to mingle a little bit. He's got his wingman with him. Now, Ezran, also known as Elderast, is probably... you know, in most circumstances, going to do more harm than good as a wingman. Nevertheless, here we go. A spell! Oh, crap. Well, oh, but it's arcane. Oh, that's right. I looked at this spell. I remember looking at this, and it's a neat spell, but I don't think I would want to add it to Elderast's deck. I mean, I could try, for Elderast's sake, try to acquire it now and then give it to him after the quest. Let's look at the power here. Discard this card to add 1d10 to a check by a character at your location to defeat a monster that invokes the acid, cold, electricity, elemental, fire, or poison trait. So the monster has to invoke one of those traits. It can't be just my spell that's invoking it. It has to be the monster invoking. I mean, the chances are still pretty decent. A lot of monsters invoke at least one of those. Discard this card to add 3 dice to a check by a character at your location to acquire... and this could be for yourself, too. It doesn't have to be, you know, someone... a character other than Elderast. Discard this card to add 3 dice to a check by a character at your location to acquire an ally that has the acid, cold, electricity, elemental, or poison trait. That's interesting. After playing this card, if you do not have either the arcane or divine skill, banish it. Otherwise, you may succeed at an arcane or divine check 13. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Intelligence, arcane, wisdom, divine. What does Damiel have in those respects? No arcane. He's got a d6 plus 2. That's not going to be enough to get this in wisdom. His intelligence is pretty good. He's got a D10 plus 2, so it's within the realm of possibility that he could get this. So we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. And then if I get it, then at least Elderast has the option. In fact, I mean, while we're at the same location, I can actually give this card to Elderast. But frankly, any cards I acquire, I want to keep in Elderast's deck. Because even if this card isn't useful to him, if it gets recharged, then it's kind of part of his health pool. 7 plus 2 is not enough. Oh well. Okay, so that goes back into the box. And that's all that Damiel's going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to draw and then recharge something. So I got a blessing. Gosh, even when I do get around to that healing potion, I could just as easily end up immediately recharging it, which would suck. S-E-T-H. Okay. So, we lose this blessing, or it gets recharged. And that's all for Damiel. Back over to Ezran / Elderast. How are we doing? I mean, I want to make sure that, like, that villain could pop up at any time now. Okay, good. I've got a lightning bolt. Clinging venom is okay, but that lightning bolt is... Oh, crap, but no, she's like a, It's not even combat with her. It's like intelligence or charisma or something. Well, both of these guys have good intelligence. So, okay, so I feel like... And we've got a blessing there, which, remember, we don't need that blessing for this thing. So I think that we're well equipped to run into her. Camouflaged pit trap. It's probably not camouflaged in the way that the picture indicates on this pleasure barge. But nevertheless, these guys are nasty. Bunch of nasty aristocrats. That anybody could fall into that. So that's the move on the part of an aristocrat to just kind of like take out anybody. Let's just reduce the number of players in the field as I'm doing my social maneuverings. Check to defeat is Wisdom or Perception 6, or Dexterity Acrobatics. That's not going to be Elderast. Of 7. Wisdom or Perception. He's got a D8 plus 2 for Wisdom, and I might even have a card that can help me out with that. Let's see. If undefeated, each character at your location is dealt 1d4 combat damage, then end your turn. If defeated, you may explore your location. Man, it'd be great if I could defeat this thing. So we're going to be working with Wisdom, which again, he starts out with a D8 plus 2. I might have seen something here that can help me with Wisdom checks. Oh, let's see. After playing this card, you may succeed at a Wisdom or... Oh, no. That's to recharge it. What am I thinking? So I could use this Blessing to add 1 die to the check. Charisma or Diplomacy, no. Oh, this is a barrier. Recharge this card to add 3 to your check to defeat a barrier. Yeah, I'm not acquiring an item. So, Tablet of Languages Lost. This might be it. I think I have to do that before rolling the dice, too. So, there's that. Yeah, so these are the only cards that are really going to help me. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know that it is. I mean, I've already got a D8. Where's that D8? Did I get one out? Oh, here it is. So, I've already got a D8 plus 2. So, I'm going to roll a minimum of 3. And then if I use this, I can add 3 to my check to defeat this barrier, and I'm guaranteed success. So let's just do that, and then we'll have guaranteed success. And it's just recharging the card, too, so that's really cool. So I don't even have to roll for that. So that is auto success, and I can explore my location. So let's do it, Elderast. An amulet. Interesting. Oh, it's got healing capability. Recharge this card to reduce all damage dealt to you by 2. If it If it is acid, cold, electricity, or fire damage, you may then recharge a random card from your discard pile. That's kind of cool. I'll at least try to get my hands on it. Constitution Fortitude 4. He's got a D8 in Constitution. Or Wisdom 7. Also has a D8 plus 2. So I think my odds are probably better going for the Constitution roll. Be nice if I had a modifier. D8. Try to get a 4 out of a D8. So it's at least, what, a 50-50 shot, right? Anything that can help me with a Constitution roll or to get my hands on a item or something. I mean, I could use this blessing that I ended up not using last time, but I think I want to hang on to that. It's not that important to me to get this item. That's reducing damage. That's escaping. Display card has the curse trait. No, okay, we're just going to go for it. We'll just go for the D8. Try to get a 4. Nope. Okay, so long, Jinn Favor Amulet. There we go. So that's the end, I think, of his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need to draw one more card to get up to 7. Ooh, nice. Game of Afterlife. That's a nice card. All right, so now we're back to Damiel's turn. All right. Okay. I think I do want to explore. I mean, I think he's got Elderast, and he's got a couple of blessings. Yes. I think we're up to this. Let's explore, Damiel. Ally! Oh, wait, we're not at the barge. We're not at the barge, so not getting this guy is not a big deal. But I do have to remember this one. When you play a card that has the divine trait, bury it. I don't think I've done that yet. Unless, did I play Blessing of Mayat at this location? I can't remember if I did or not. Or... yeah, okay. Well, whatever. We'll let it go for now. Okay, so it's a dredge. I don't know what that means. He's a rogue of some kind. Oh, he has the Aspis trait. That's interesting. When you would encounter a boon, recharge this card to exchange that boon with a random boon of the same type from the box and encounter that boon instead. So if I don't like a boon and I want to chance at something else that I might like more, I can recharge this card. Interesting. But that's just if I get my hands on it. Charisma Diplomacy 8. Well, I can also use it to just explore locations, so that's handy. Charisma Diplomacy 8. Damiel. What do you got? You can't get this card. So D4 plus 1 is the best you could hope for. That's alright. I don't need it that badly. I'm just going to let him go. And then I think we're going to say that's the end of Damiel's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. So I need to draw and then... ooh, there's that weapon again. Okay, well, let's see. I'll probably lose it. Probably lose it. F-R-A-N-D-S-E-N. There it goes! Oh, that sucks. Oh well. Okay, so that's the end of Damiel's turn. Back over to Elderast's turn. I'm feeling good. We got enough in this Blessings deck probably to get through this entire deck and maybe even, if we need to, back the Pleasure Barge if the villain gets away. So I think we're doing good on time. I just gotta keep Damiel alive, dang it. He's got how many cards in his deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in his deck. Jeez, I really hope I can get my hands on that healing potion and use it, roll a big number. I'd feel better if I could do that. Alright. So, Elderast. Make your move. Here we go. Blessing. Alright. Well, Dexterity Disable 6 or Divine 5. He's not going to be able to get either of those. Yeah. So we got to let that Blessing go. Bummer. Boy, and just like that, his turn is over. All right, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We don't gotta don't rush into things. Back over to Damiel. Here we go. Blessing. Wow. Divine 6 or Constitution Fortitude 10. Divine. He's got a D8 for Constitution. He doesn't have Divine, so he can't get this. So we let this one go too. All right. So now he's got a draw. There's that potion of healing. Oh man. All right. Let's shuffle it up good. I really do not want to recharge that card. I really don't. All right. Let's do. I like Green Lantern. Let's do Green Lantern this time. So, GRENLANTERN. Yes, okay, he's got it. He's got it in his hand, and he's going to use it first thing on his next turn. Good gravy. Good gravy. Okay, back to Elderast. Oh, we gotta be getting close to this villain. What's up? Ooh! Oh! Yeah! Volcanic Storm. I haven't even read this, and I'm like, this has Elderast written all over it. I must have this card. Okay, check to acquire is well, he's going to use Arcane. Arcane is D12 plus 3. I'm going to do everything in my power to get this card. Unless it's terrible. Let's see. For your combat check, discard this card to use your arcane or divine skill plus 3d6. Oh. If you would fail this check against a monster, you may evade it instead. Oh my gosh. I love this. I love this. Rain down fire! Oh. After playing this card, if you do not have either the Arcane or Divine skill, banish it. Otherwise, you may succeed in an Arcane or Divine 13 check to recharge this card instead of discarding it. I must have this card. I must have this card. What can we do to improve my odds of getting this card? If we fail this quest from running out of time, but Elderast acquires Volcanic Storm, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Man, I love this game. All right, so Arcane, D12 plus 3. Is it plus 3? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. Yeah, D12 plus 3, and I need to get an 11 out of that. So what can I do here? What can I do? Bury this card to banish a displaying card that has a cursor. When you would fail a check, bury this card to re-roll 1 die, take the new result. Yeah, so this... I'll keep this waiting in the wings, for sure. Blessing of Lamash 2. Discard this card to add 1 die to a check. Yes, absolutely. Anything else? Anything else? No? Okay, what do you got, Damiel? It's in your best interest to help Elderast achieve all his goals. Well, I could use this Potion of Healing card anytime. Doesn't even have to be on my turn. D8 to add 1d8 to Strength, Dexterity, or Perception to a character's check at your location. That's not going to help him. Oh, he's got a Blessing here. Discard this card to add 1 die and the fire trait to any check. 2 dice to any strength non-combat check. That's not what this is. 2 dice to any check that invokes the fire trait. Oh! The Volcanic Storm has fire! This check invokes the fire trait. So we can only play 1 blessing. So this is absolutely the blessing we are going to play. So Elderast, you can hang on to this blessing. Damiel has got your back. So that means we're going to add 2d12 to this check. That's beautiful. Well, 2d12 plus the modifiers, because that's my house rule on this. So it's this plus 9, 10, 11, 12. I didn't even have to roll. Overkill doesn't matter anyway. Elderast has acquired the Volcanic Storm spell. Oh. I love it. Let's see here. After you play this card, if it matches the top card of the blessings, no, it doesn't. So we are just discarding it. Oh, that is sad because Damiel needs to play that healing card right now. So this goes into Elderast's hand, which might mean he has to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so he should try to use a card to explore if he can. Otherwise, he's just going to be discarding a card. But before we do that, even though it's not his turn, I am going to have Damiel use this potion of healing. Banish this card and choose a character at your location, Damiel, to shuffle 1d4 random cards from his discard pile into his deck. But discarding, he doesn't discard potions. He what do you call it? He discards them, not banishes them, and then he can draw a card even. So, do I want to draw a card? I mean, I guess so. Well, let's see. His hand size is what? 6? We're not going to draw a card. But we will use the Healing Potions ability. We'll roll. A 3 at least would be great. A 4? Well, a 3 would be great. 3 would be great. Just 1. Okay. All right. Watch, I get the Potion of Healing back. All right. So, let's shuffle this deck up good. The Potion of Healing, actually getting that back would be fantastic, because then I just get another shot at using it. Gosh, I've got enough here that I could do a really crude riffle shuffle. If I focus. Yeah, that was pretty good. Alright. And now... let's do let's do Pathfinder. P-A-T-H-F-I-N-D-E-R Blessing of Ra. Okay, so that goes in my hand. Sadly, that Potion of Healing is gone. It's not his turn, so he didn't have to do anything else yet at this point. Elderast is going to explore again. I'm pretty sure he has a card that'll let him. I could use the Blessing to do that. That might be the only one that'll let me do that. Yeah, so we will go ahead and discard this Blessing to explore the location again. But I'm thinking any moment now we're going to be facing this this boss. Oh, crap! I'd rather not be fighting a henchman before having to fight the boss. At least it's a regular combat thing, so we won't have to use the same kinds of cards and abilities. So, let's see here. Check to defeat, if we do combat, is 18, or 14 if we go with knowledge, diplomacy, or divine. Now, Elderast's knowledge is pretty good. He's got a D12 plus 2 in knowledge. But his combat is outstanding at this point, especially with the Volcanic Storm! When you examine this card... oh, I'm not examining it. All damage dealt by Thelatos is mental damage that may not be reduced. That sucks. If defeated, you may immediately attempt to close the location this henchman came from. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, because the villain is right on the heels of this thing. Okay, so I think we're going to go with a combat check, unless I really have something that can help with my... well, no, because I might when I run into the villain, one of the things I can use is knowledge to defeat her, and so I don't want to use any cards that are going to help with a knowledge check right now, because I'm going to want them later. So this is about the perfect time to use Volcanic Storm. I mean, I've also got Lightning Bolt, but this henchman is likely the most difficult physical check I'm going to have. And even after defeating him, I'm almost certainly going to overkill. It'd be very... I mean, to not get the... to beat this guy, I need to get an 18. and I will overkill on a 20 or higher. So I'm almost certainly going to be fighting Voices of the Spire after I fight this thing. Okay. But Lightning Bolt should be enough for Voices of the Spire, so I am going to go with Volcanic Storm here to defeat this. I need an 18 or better. And I'm using my Arcane die plus 3d6. That's beautiful. If you would fail this check against a monster, and it is classified as a monster even though it's also a henchman, you may evade it instead, which would shuffle it back into the deck. That's kind of cool. I mean, we might just encounter it. With so few cards in the deck, we might just end up encountering it again right away, but there's still a chance we could not and get the villain instead. So this is a really great card. I might not even feel the need to... I don't know if I even feel the need to play any other cards to help with this check. So yeah, we got this, plus, what is it, 3? Arcane, D12 plus, D12 plus 3. Okay. Gosh. Yeah, let's go for it. Actually, wait. Let me just see, do I have any cards that will help with a combat check at this point? I mean, I can always use this when you would fail a check, bury this card to reroll 1 die. Really want to save that. No. Okay, here we go. It's just a straight up roll. Plus 3. We need an 18. Oh, that looks very promising. Probably overkill. Yeah, certainly overkill. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, Thelatos is taken care of, but we are facing Voices of the Spire right now. If defeated, you may immediately attempt to close the location this henchman came from. I want to look at the rules for closing locations, because there might be some advantage to closing it. If there's... let's see here. Closing a location. Okay, when you have if you succeed at meeting the when closing requirement, search the location deck for villains. If you find any, banish all non-villain cards from the location deck. The location is not closed, but at least you know where the villains are. If you would banish any cohorts this way, you may encounter them instead. So, yeah, there is actually some benefit to closing this location at this point. I still have to... I don't want to forget, I still have to face Voices of the Spire, I'm pretty sure. Although Thelatos, what does it say here? Immediately, you may immediately attempt to close this location. Let's see, what does this say? What does this deal say? Then summon and encounter the henchman Voices of the Spire. Oh, I have to bury a random card. Dang it! Oh, and I think this technically happens first. If the result of your combat check is greater than 19, bury a random card, then summon and encounter the henchman Voices of the Spire. So I think actually fighting Voices of the Spire technically happens before Thelatos takes its deadly damage and goes away. So let's do that. So I need to bury a random card. Oh, that sucks. Please don't lose something that's going to be useful against the final boss, because I'm about to encounter her, I think. Alright, so what do we got left? Let's do, for first name again, P-A-E-T-E-R, Barry. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'd actually rather have to bury this than most of the other cards that were in my hand. Alright, now we face Voices of the Spire, and we'll use Lightning to do a combat thing on this guy. Lightning Bolt. Oh, beautiful. Oh, let's, since we finished this check here, I gotta roll to see if I hang on to this. So this plus 3, I don't. So that does get discarded. Slight bummer, but I don't think I'm gonna need it anyway. Lightning Bolt. Discard this card to Arcane, so that's D12, plus 3d6. So it's this plus 3. So that's a minimum of 7. That should be plenty, because I only... Oh, wait, no. I have to get a 14. I think my odds are still pretty good. But at this point, I wouldn't mind hedging my bet a little bit if I can, because I do not want to take damage right now. No, I want to hang on to Game of the Afterlife. That's just way too cool. Is there anything... Poor Damiel. Is there anything he can do? I mean, all he's got is this blessing, which I'd kind of like to save for the final boss. You know what? If I take damage from Voices of the Spire... let's see. If defeated by a combat check or undefeated, suffer the Scourge Curse of Vulnerability. He already has that, so that's not a concern. And if defeated... Okay, so all I'm dealing with is damage if I fail on this roll. No other negative effects. And if I do fail on this roll, I don't think it'll be by much. And so I think I could deal with... I think I could... Yeah, I've got plenty in my deck. I got plenty in my deck to suffer damage with. So let's just play this plus 3. I need a 14. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yep. Totally got that. And I don't even have to count and check on overkill. So that takes care of Voices of the Spire for now. Thelatos is defeated. Now I can attempt to close this location by burying a blessing, which I think either of these guys can actually do. But there's only 2 cards left now. Is it even worth it just to be able to fight the villain as the next thing that I do at this location? I don't think so. So I'm not going to close this location. I'm just going to end Eldorast's turn at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more to reset. 6, 7. And done. So now we're back to Damiel's turn. Ugh. Gosh, Damiel. Is there any potential to heal here? Oh, whoops, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's my deck, not my hand. You know I'm in rough shape when I have so few cards in my deck that I can confuse them with my hand. No healing here, and just 2 noxious bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not doing anything. He's going to recharge. He's going to reset. He's got a hand size of, what, 6? So you got 4 cards, so draw 2 more. 1 and 2. Then we're going to recharge 1. Let's see. Solo. S-O-O-L-O. Recharging Blessing of Ra. Okay. I think I have another blessing in my hand. Yes, I do. Okay. So I can help Eldorast out as he fights the boss. I think that's what I'm doing from this point on. I'm just skipping. I'm not going to have Damiel do anything. We're just going to have Eldorast do the exploring, and then Damiel can help out when it's time to fight the boss. Okay, so then it's Eldorast's turn. Let's see what we are dealing with. 50-50 chance it's the villain. It is not. Oh, but this could be cool. Alchemist Suit. That just sounds like something that we want to get for Damiel if we can. It's got the alchemical thing. I want this. Oh, man, I want this almost as bad as I wanted that volcanic spell. Check to acquire is Constitution, Fortitude, Intelligence, and Craft. So Ezra has a really good shot of getting this. Discard this card to reduce acid, cold, combat, electricity, or poison damage dealt to you by 3. That's nice. But you have to discard. That sucks. Then you may search your deck for a card that has the alchemical trait and draw it. That is awesome. That is awesome. I could get that healing potion in my hand with this card. Oh my gosh. I mean, I could actually do that not just in the future, but during this game. If Eldrazi can acquire this, we've got time with the Blessings deck. We totally have time. I've got to get this card. Okay. And then if proficient with light armors, which Damiel is, bury this card to reduce acid, cold combat, or electricity damage dealt to you to 0. That's much better. You may succeed at an intelligence or craft 9 check to recharge this card instead. That is cool. That's cool. Now this is cool. Also, Damiel has the ability, when you would banish a card that has the alchemical trait for its power, this has the alchemical trait, I'd be using its power, you may discard it instead and then may draw a card. So I don't even have to, like, to use this this better ability, I don't even have to risk, oh no, that's burying it to reduce that. There's no threat of banishing it, so it actually doesn't get triggered by that ability. Okay, all right. This is still great though, man. I want it. So I need to boost my intelligence check as much as it'll go. Currently, Ezrin's intelligence would be a D12 plus 1. And I need to get a 7 off of that. So that's already a good start, but I want to seal the deal. Let's see, what's this Mask of the Forgotten Pharaoh? Reveal this card to add 1 to your intelligence or wisdom check. If you have a roll card, I don't. Add 2 instead. Recharge this card to add a die to your check that invokes the undead trait. Okay, no, this does not. Recharge this card to reduce poison damage dealt to you by 2. Recharge this card to banish a card that has the curse. Okay, so reveal this card to add 1 to your intelligence or wisdom check. So already, just revealing that card, I get another D12 plus modifier. So that's going to be 2D12 plus 2. So that's already a base of 4, a minimum of 4. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. But can we do anything else? Because I really want this. I really want this. Bury this card to allow a character location. No, that's not going to help. Well, there's Game of the Afterlife, or Game of Afterlife. But I'd really like to save that for the boss. Dang it. I'd really like to... I mean, I guess it's when I would fail a check, so I could just kind of roll and see how I feel after looking at a failed die roll. Damiel, he's got this blessing that could help. And I almost kind of feel like Damiel should kind of play his part to get this thing that's for him, even though Eldrazi didn't play any part to get the volcanic thing other than roll. No, that's not going to help. That is not going to help. So just this blessing. Just this blessing. Gosh. Just this blessing. If I mean, I've got enough cards. Yeah, I've got enough cards. Let's play the blessing. Let's play the blessing. Because he can't take damage from this, and he's got enough cards in his deck to just, replace this 1 and then face the villain. So we're going to play the blessing, and we're going to add an additional die to the check, and I think that will seal the deal. I think that I may not even have to roll if I'm using 3d12. Am I out of d12s? I'm going to have to... Okay, let me go grab my dice bag. It won't be a matching d12. That's a little disappointing. Let's see. I've always liked this set. I mean, years ago when I was playing the DC Heroes RPG, I started using these black and... I think they're called Recon dice is the name. I don't know why they're called that, but I like these green and black speckled dice. And I used to just have 2d10s for playing DC Heroes, but as I branched out in later years to play other types of games, I started buying more and more of that same pattern. Let's see. Pathfinder comes with these very kind of generic blue colored dice I'm not a big fan of. So I'd rather not roll one of those if I don't have to. Well, I mean, this one's okay. This one's okay. I guess I don't have one of my translucent green gel ones. I used to get the green ones a lot because I like Green Lantern, and these translucent ones always reminded me of like Green Lantern constructs. But I think that maybe the best I can do is that one there. Huh. I gotta up my game in my dice collection. I gotta up my game to get some more G12s. Oh, wait. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Look at that. It's beautiful. Am I trying? Did I need more than 3? I don't think I did. It's like D12, and then we added 1 with this, and then we're revealing. Oh, no, we do need a total of 4. Because Mask of the Forgotten Pharaoh, we reveal that to add 1. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. And then discard this card to add 1 die to a check. Okay. I thought one of these added 2. I think I had to have a roll card to add 2 instead. Yeah, okay. So we got 3. 3 total plus... this is is this straight up intelligence? What's the check on this? Intelligence. So it's this plus 3. So already that takes me to 6. I just need one of these to be more than a 1. And we got it. Okay. Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. And I think I have to be at the beginning of my turn in order to give that card to, what's his dude? Let's see here. All I had to do was reveal that one. That's beautiful. This one does get discarded. That's kind of sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have to get rid of one of these. I mean, if we had a ways to go, I would just get rid of this one and give it to him at the beginning of the next quest. But I'd like to get it to Damiel right now. So, let's see here. Recharge this card to add 1d6 to your Arcane or Divine check. Discard this card to explore your location. I think this is probably the least useful one from here to the end of the quest, or the mission. So we'll discard that and end the turn. Okay? And now Damiel. Damiel's just going to stay put. He's just going to do his required recharging or whatever. So there we go, and there we go, and now he's going to have to ditch something here. Let's do card game. C A R D G A M E. Okay, we lose this ally. Well, recharge. Only 3 cards in Damiel's deck. So, but at least this villain I don't think does any damage. So I think he's unlikely to die here. He's just close. So that is the that's the end of his turn. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So we're good. So now we go back to Ezrin's turn / Eldorast, and before he explores, he's going to give the Alchemist Suit to Damiel, who won't have to discard anything. Well, he will on his next turn, but let me see here. What does this say? Can I use this ability now? Discard this card to reduce blah, 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 blah. Then you may search your... Oh, crap. Okay, so it has to be in the context of receiving damage. I didn't think about that carefully enough. Discard this card to reduce acid, cold, combat, electricity, or poison damage dealt to you by 3. We're not going to be facing that situation against the whatever the lady is that we got to go up against, because she's not going to be doing damage. Yeah. Oh, well. Okay. Well, he still gave it to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we want to wait? Do we want to wait and have a full complement of cards at my disposal, or do I have enough now for this? This is going to add 1 to my intelligence. This will let me re-roll. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to go another round here. What might Damiel lose? Well, he might, in the process of his reset and recharging, lose this blessing, which is the one card he has that I think can be helpful to Elderast. So do I want to risk losing that at this point? So it's kind of like, I should probably just go now, because here I know something I have that's going to be helpful, and with Elderast deck, it's just the possibility of gaining something that could help me. So Elderast is going to go. He's going to explore. Here we go. There she is, Deca on Carrot, the human cleric aristocrat. And we're going to use intelligence and knowledge. Or specifically knowledge. Do we want to go knowledge on this? Because my knowledge is a D12 plus 2. But I think maybe it has to be an intelligence check. Yeah, I think it has to be an intelligence check to take advantage of this Mask of the Forgotten Pharaoh. Unless knowledge is considered a subcategory of intelligence, I'm not confident that it is. So, rather than look that up, I'm just going to assume that this has to be used on a straight intelligence check. So I'm going to reveal it, and that's going to already bring him up to 2d12 plus 2 for this check. This check does not invoke the undead trait. So that's the most I can do, is just reveal. And then I've got Game of Afterlife, which will be handy if I fail the roll. Yeah, so that's all Elderast can do. I haven't looked at Elderast's powers. Let me check and see if he has any... No, not really. Just stuff that's gonna mostly help him attack. Okay. So then what might Damiel have? Well, I know he's got that blessing. So here, let's put her up here, and then we'll add together the cards we're going to use on her. So here's Damiel's blessing. So that is going to add another this plus 1. So, and that's all that he can do. We've got that reroll, and that's only going to allow me to reroll one of the dice. If it let me reroll the whole thing, I'd have almost a guaranteed victory here, but I could roll bad enough that a reroll of one die isn't going to fix it. Okay. So it's this plus 3. I'll get a minimum of 6, but I need to get 14 in order to defeat her. Here we go. That's game. Awesome. So, yeah. Awesome. Very happy with that. On closing, you may banish a card that has the curse trait, or draw a blessing from the box. Well, let's draw a blessing from the box, because that could potentially be something I'd want to keep when I reconstruct my decks. So that's Ezrin that's going to draw a blessing from the box. What do we got? Oh, it's just a basic blessing. Nope, nothing I want. Okay, cool. So what's the reward for finishing this quest? That was looking pretty dicey. I honestly, especially the first half of playing this quest, I was like, I am not sure I'm going to be able to beat this, you know? Reward. Each character gains a card feat and the traitor Ujebet. Well, let's look at the traitor Ujebet first. Ujebet, you hear? There we are. Oh, it's some lady with snakes for hair. I don't know if I like this. Ujebet offers items that have the magic trait. Oh, never mind. She is my favorite traitor. With a cost of 3 boons. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I need to remember to record that. And then each of my characters is going to gain a card feat. I'll actually do this bookkeeping off camera, but that's off stream. But that's very cool to get a card feat. Yeah. Be able to upgrade my guys in some really nice ways. So I'm going to take, at this point, a little bit of a break. That's the end of what I'm going to play of Pathfinder. I'm going to take a little bit of a break and then bring out a dungeon crawler that I've really been enjoying. That's the most recent addition to my collection, and that is Rogue Dungeon. Rogue Dungeon. So, give me a little bit of time here. I'll leave the camera on so you can kind of keep track of how far along in setup I am. It shouldn't take more than a few minutes to just move this game out and bring the other one in. But there we go. All right. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. We've got a ton going on here at Spirit Blade Productions and Christian Geek Central, including our in-depth Bible study for geeks, movie, game, and other entertainment reviews or commentary, live streams, Christian geek news, original audio dramas, and tons more. And on top of all that, you can become a Spirit Blade insider with an influential voice and get access to exclusive content and rewards. It's your involvement as a patron that will keep all of this going and growing, so I want to thank you for your consideration in that. For more information, please check out our Patreon page through the link below at patreon.com/spiritbladeproductions. Thanks for listening.